G'day guys, so today I wanted to talk to you about what's been going on around the latest Logan Paul video, and that is his video Suicide Be Here Tomorrow. And as you would have noticed, I was very quiet with all the drama that went around with the video where he went into the suicide forest. You all know, or most of you would know what happened with that. I won't go into it. All that drama is pretty much done and dead. But I didn't want to go into the drama because that's just not what my channel's about. I don't pick on people and bully them for shit that they've done and mistakes that they've made. And you guys know that I'm about helping people and kind of spreading positive messages, helping people move forward with a better, more meaningful life. Just trying to be another channel tearing into Logan Paul with the mistake he made. It wasn't really worth it. Just trying to make a video, trying to get views. It wasn't something that I wanted to do and, you know, would have felt comfortable with. It just wasn't worth it for me. Now, following that video in the forest, Logan took kind of a 50-50 split in responsibilities, but seeing YouTube take no responsibility practically whatsoever, that really did rub me up the wrong way. But with Logan actually removing the video himself, that was a start. That was, you know, the first stepping stone that he needed to take from actually, you know, moving forward with everything going on, and, you know, beginning the process of fixing what he's done. Now, the next step was his Twitter apology, and I'm pretty sure we all can agree he may have missed the mark on that one just a little bit. But from that point in my eyes, I did see a change in the way things were moving from the Logan Paul side. But don't get me wrong, this isn't me fully defending Logan Paul, because, you know, I'm not fully defending Logan and all of his actions. I'm not a hardcore Maverick low gangster fan. This is just my opinions on everything that was going around. From Logan's apology video, this is where I saw sort of a shift and the first look of Logan actually seeing what sort of a mistake he actually made. And to be quite honest, it was confronting, seeing in his eyes what sort of an impact the emotional backlash actually had on himself. Because in the back of my mind, I had a thought, and I think it's one that we all have to have, but it's that Logan, he does now know what he does, as we know from the video that he's just brought out. But at what point does, you know, the ongoing beatdown kind of stop about what he's done? Because he might be a strong guy, you know, physically, we all know he's a strong guy. Mentally, he's obviously got over it. But what if in the future somebody else makes a really big mistake and they get the same backlash, but they're not mentally as strong as him and they can't cope with the backlash that they're getting over social media and everybody, you know, tormenting them and giving them so much hate? What if somebody gets treated so badly just like Logan and we see that same look that we saw from his apology video and, you know, we see them in the next headline, social media turns suicide victim? Because it is one thing to help somebody understand the mistakes they've made and help guide them into the recovery and help show them where they can fix their mistakes, but it's a completely different thing to make somebody feel so worthless and don't even deserve to breathe the same air as us. That was something in the back of my mind, was what I was worried when I saw Logan's apology video. That was something that I saw in his eyes. That was a glimpse of the emotional impact that I saw in his eyes, and it was confronting, I'll be honest. And it is something that anybody can experience. It is something that is real and it is out there. It is something that people do face every day, and it is something that we all have to be wary about. Because anybody can feel any kind of emotion just based on what society can push onto them and just try and make them believe that they're worth. Now about his latest video, Be Here Tomorrow. Obviously, it is a PR video, and that is what anybody in a public figure has to do when they fuck up. It's just damage control. Personally though, I'm glad he didn't just run away from his problems and just say, hey, forget what I did, look at me now on top of fucking Mount Everest.
Hey, look at me, I'm a maverick.
He said, no, look what I did, this is actually real. This is a real life mistake and I actually fucked up. And he really owned it, he didn't hide from it one little bit. And personally, I respect that. I know a lot of people just see the video as a big joke, but personally, I respect what he did in the video. And with such a large following, he brought the conversation of suicide and mental health awareness back into the forefront of everybody's mind. Because in my mind, I feel that it is true that nobody talks about this sort of stuff enough. Yes, we talk about it every now and then, but nowhere near as much as we really need to. People seem to get so scared whenever we start to talk about emotions and like suicide, mental health, and it's just because there's such a stigma around mental health awareness and it's just not talked about enough. It's not normalized. And people don't feel like it's okay to talk about and find that help. People just don't feel comfortable, and that's what we need to change in society. We really need to help people feel like they're not alone, that if you go to anybody in your friendship group, in your family, in any sort of community, that somebody will want to listen and that you don't have to hide your emotions from them. And it's somebody like Logan Paul sharing this video that shows that the biggest YouTuber that you look up to, if it's Logan Paul, that they're fighting for you. They're putting this video out showing that they care and that they're fighting for your mental health. And honestly, you don't actually know who else might be fighting for it. There are so many other YouTubers, family, friends, so many other celebrities that have your back and that they're fighting so hard so that you can get the help you need, so they can put the funding into the research and any sort of help so that you can live an easier life, stress-free of worrying about anything, so that there's no more stigma around any society. So for me, even though this video didn't feel 100% kosher, I still admire the fact that Logan brought this back into discussion. And it is something that I want to be able to make known in my community, even though it is comparably so much smaller than his, that it is something that you guys don't have to be worried at all about speaking out about what's going on in your lives, about any concerns that you have. If you guys are going through anything at all, big or small, you are not alone at all. There are people in this community just like you, and there'll be 0% of judgment by me and everybody else. You might be scared to tell your friends or family how you're feeling, but trust me, it might surprise you how much they actually want to know what's going on. So next time you're feeling anything, please tell someone. In the description down below, I'm going to provide links to various mental health organizations just to provide help for anybody who wants it. If it helps at least one person, that's enough for me, just to know that if anybody wants help, it's out there. But that is it for me today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will see you in a couple days because you're getting a second video this week. I love you guys, and I'll see you in a few days. Goodbye.